Welcome to the Just Montina channel, where we're having conversations about marriage, men, and mindset. So hello to my new viewers and subscribers. Thank you, y'all. And if you're not yet subscribed and watching, thank you too. So I was like, I need to create a video. I'm trying to do my work. YouTube's a passion project. This is a new channel that I'm having a ton of fun on because I'm talking about unicorns and rainbows. That's what I call it. But I wanted to talk about O'Shea Duke Jackson. Hey, O'Shea, shout out to you, O'Shea. I've been watching you for a little while, and I'll be commenting, and folks come over to my channel. But he did a video on Erykah Badu and her daughter in a pose, and then he had another video in there. He was really just talking about the sexualization or sexualizing that's going on with young Black women. And I don't think this is really a young Black women issue or challenge. I think it's across the board. But I also think it's something that within the Black community, we just really haven't acknowledged that other communities just kind of are very nonchalant about. So we're going to address a few things in this video. And first, for you all that don't know me, my name is Montina. That's my real name. I'm Googleable. And I created this channel again to talk about marriage, men, and mindset. I have a main channel called Spark Wisdom, where I am sharing information to help you thrive in life and thrive in business. I've had that channel since 2009. I am a married woman. Woo, I earned the ring, and this is my third marriage. My husband and I were both divorcees when we met. I was in my 40s, he was in his 50s, and it's like heaven on earth. This is the most fun I've had in my whole entire life, the best relationship I've had. So I do a lot of videos really helping, educating, inspiring women over 40 to date and marry, build relationships, because the landscape's changed, and this be feminine and, you know, a lot of the things that I've seen online don't work, or they're not giving you the entire big picture on the type of men that are available over 50. So that's me. So let's get into this pose. Number one, I have a daughter. So I have, at the time of this video, I have 2 children in their 20s, my adult children, and one that's 18, about to turn 19 this year, a son. So I'm going to talk about this from the point of view as a woman, mother, wife to daughters. I don't think that pose was appropriate. I feel like a lot of you all that have your mamas online, if you're young, just don't understand what age appropriate is. So I'm a woman in my 40s, and somebody can bring my chair in. And this is how I look as a woman in my 40s. So I'm a smaller frame. I'm like a size 8. So when I'm with my daughters, I am very intentional about dressing age appropriate. And when I was talking about my youngest daughter, she'll say, you know, because I do look quote unquote younger, like you probably would say, oh, I didn't know you were, you know, I'm 45 at the time of this video, but I look like a 45-year-old woman. And one day my daughter and I were together, and people say, oh my God, I thought that was your sister younger. My daughters say, yes, ma'am. My adult children say, yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. They're very, very respectful to me. They still barely cuss in front of me. I mean, they're just, you know, great kids for me. They have their challenges though. And my daughter was like, Mom, you look your age. And I was like, I actually look my age. I don't look like a 20-year-old woman. 20-year-old women, now 30, y'all, sometimes it's hard to really tell what age you are, but 20-year-old women have such a beautiful, youthful look and energy. Now, some of y'all are overweight. Y'all need to be losing that weight. There was a young lady in my gym today, was at least 200 pounds overweight. But you know what? She was in there and she was working hard. I said, hey, young sis. I spoke to her, tried to encourage her. But I could tell as soon as I looked in her face that she was a young woman in her 20s. I could tell. So what I'm saying here is it's not appropriate for us women in our 40s to be dressed the same as our daughters. I don't shop where my daughters shop. They shop Fashion Nova. I don't. I shop in boutiques. I actually wear very high-end clothes, even though I showed a video where I shop at Walmart. I shop there for like little tights and pants. But if I see something I like, I'm going to buy it no matter where I am. My husband likes to buy me designer clothes. I wear them if he buys them. I'm not buying them. I don't care. I like things that are aesthetically pleasing. But if I'm with my daughters, I'm very careful to dress like a mom. Y'all know how moms dress. Now I'm still cute, honey. I'm still a little sexy and stuff like that. But I look like a mom. So I might, I just look like a mom. I wish I could just show you. I'll probably put something up on my community post, but I don't wear tight clothes when I'm with them. You know, I may, you know, they'll be all dressed up and I'll probably dress a little bit down from them. I might wear something that's even a little sexy, but it will look like something a mom would wear. Like my girls wouldn't wear it. I don't shop at Fashion Nova. I've shopped at Boohoo, my one daughter, but I didn't buy the clothes. I bought the shoes. I love very, very nice shoes. I love shoes and heels. But dressing age appropriate, I believe, is important. And I had this conversation with a young white woman recently that had a daughter at like 17, 18, maybe even 16. And she said that she just feels like her daughter just doesn't like her. And I said, well, do you dress the same as your daughter? She was like, yeah. And I said, well, when you go places and people tell you look like sisters, she's like, it makes me feel good. And I said, but how does that make your daughter feel? See, I think that some of us, because our parents were young, don't understand. Like my grandmother is 85 years old. She dresses nice. I mean, she still stops at Dillard's. She still wears heels, but she looks like a grandma. Like I'm a grandma, y'all. I need to look like a grandma when I go out. I don't need the tightest clothes on, ripped jeans on at my age. It's not appropriate. Number one, it's not even feminine, but it's not appropriate. And the things that I'm saying with over sexualizing. So when my daughters were young, I didn't allow them to wear like tights to school, showing their butts. Um, I always wanted them to cover their behinds. And yeah, the boys need to keep themselves in check, but they're boys. These little boys see something, they're like, wing. I mean, they're just boys. I let my girls wear bikinis, believe it or not, when they were young, because I realized that with young white children tend to wear their hair down, they wear bikinis. And I think that sometimes we try to protect our children so much that we shame them. And I didn't want my daughters to feel ashamed about their bodies. They had very cute, they just were just little girls. As they grew up in middle school, high school, now adults, they have beautiful shapes. So I just want to say, to my women over 40, my moms really, don't dress like your daughters. Y'all shouldn't be on here TikToking it with them with the same outfits on and showing your behinds. Like, save that for your own TikTok. I don't do TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff anymore. I just do YouTube and LinkedIn because I don't want to do it. But do what's appropriate. And especially if you're single, don't steal your daughter's thunder and joy. Let her. If somebody says y'all look like sisters, I'm normally like, I don't look like my daughter's sister. I'm her mom. I'm such a proud mom, but she did steal my beauty. And y'all know that. Have you ever heard that? I always say my daughter stole my beauty. I was prettier before I had them. I was. And they are really, really nice looking. And my son is too, but my girls. So I was like, they stole my beauty, but I'm always doing what I can to edify them. It's not about me. It's about them. They're young. They can bask in their youthfulness. I don't need admiration from strangers because I get it from my husband. So I think this is a very important subject to kind of open up the can of worms. Moms, I know y'all want attention, but let your daughters have it. Do your own TikToking with them. Be age appropriate. I did one dance a few years ago, but you could tell I was the mom of my daughter. It was actually cute, but I think it's important for our daughters to see us as moms, and especially for us that had our kids young. It's very difficult when they're young to not for them not to see you as a friend because of your youthfulness. And I still, as an adult, um, a mom to adults, they sometimes they sometimes do see it where we are friends, but at the end of the day, I'm still mom. They still say yes ma'am and no ma'am to me because I'm still mom. At the end of the day, no matter how young I was, I'm still mom. My husband actually had twins at the age of 17. Yes, y'all, my husband had twins, okay? Before he graduated from high school. And you know what? With him having twins that are actually, late 30s, they still respect him as dad. So we can still hold that authority and that respect, but we don't need to be having our butts out and all of that. So just be mindful. I don't think it's appropriate, but I'd be interested to hear from y'all with your comments. If you're a young mom, and young meaning you had your kids in your 20s. I have my kids 19, 21, 27, so I consider myself a young mom. But I've also have always been very intentional about being age appropriate in how I dress, especially when I'm with my girls and the type of attention I receive, because I think that's important for us as grown women and for you. And another thing, if you made it to the end of the video, you're not as special as you think. You're just really not. Those of you that just kind of dress that age inappropriate and you're, thoughting with your daughters, I think they call it. I don't even know what that thought means. I probably shouldn't say that. I don't know. I think it's an acronym for something. See, I don't even be knowing this stuff, y'all. But let your daughters enjoy that. But I say that you're not special because if you've seen Inventing Anna on, I think, Netflix, you're just not. You're not as special as you think you are. Even for me, I'm not as special. I'm special to God. I'm special to my husband. I'm probably special to my kids. But if you're out not dating or landscape that realm, you think you're like There's women with bigger butts, bigger boobies, tighter abs. And you in your 40s, honey, compete with the 20 and 30-year-olds. And you compete with 40-year-olds like me that got it together, been fit my whole life. If I've been overweight, that's like a size 10 for me. So you're competing with women that really do understand how to play the game. Okay, but I got my husband, so I ain't worried about none of y'all's. Or no men out there, period. Because men watch my videos. Over 50% of my views are men. So hey, y'all, hey. So leave your comments and thoughts below. I did kind of go off on a tangent, but I appreciate y'all as always for watching. See you in the next video. Peace.